developing various management panels for both users and admins. There's a lot
Okay.
of exciting work ahead, especially in terms of Web3 integration and enhancing our on chain capabilities.
Okay.
So, with that, go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself before I go into the other questions.
Yeah, sure. Basically, first of all, this is Samat, and I have experience of more than 5 years in blockchain trading, blockchain research projects, and as well as a senior blockchain development. I have worked on multiple projects like a storage chain, creating a complete blockchain, customized blockchain, and also I have experience with the metaverse projects. I have worked in Vox metaverse project in Dubai. So I built there a project which was a purely a 3D gaming on the Unreal and Unity engines. So I had integrated with the blockchain and the reward system to play to earn games, where anybody can play the game and the track record on the blockchain. It remains on the blockchain, and they earn from the if they win, they earn crypto tokens, which was the Vox at that state. So it was a Vox token. So I have a vast experience in blockchain side, including NFT marketplaces and creating account abstractions. So I have worked as a blockchain solution architect as well. So that's why I can easily handle any kind of projects, any kind of technicality, even though how no matter how the architecture is crucial, so I can easily work on that.
Excellent. And can you describe your experience with smart contracts?
Yeah, so let me just open my camera. Yeah. So,
Hey,
hi, hello.
how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Nice to see your face.
Yeah, thank you. So basically, with the smart contracts, I have first in my university life, I just built my first non-custodial cryptocurrency exchange. It was a decentralized action like Uniswap. It was not a clone, but it was similar to Uniswap, but it was on Xerox protocol. So I built complete smart contracts for that and the backend at that time. So it was the start of my career in my university life. But after that, when I joined a firm in Islamabad, which is the capital of Pakistan. So I joined as a junior blockchain developer in my early career. So I just started there, and I at that time there was a boom of Shiba Inu, and it was the starting phase of Shiba Inu and Safe Moon, Safe Mars. These were the famous tokens at that time. So I started to build this type of tokens for them, and then I have built. At the time I built a NFT marketplace for them, and the marketplace was not just a single because now we have multiple standards on marketplaces of NFTs. There are single NFTs, there are multiple copies of NFTs, more life variable. At that time there was only one marketplace, was the OpenSea, and then after that the Raribird just came out, which both are the pioneer of NFT marketplaces. So I just built the marketplaces on ER7, ERC28 standard, and then moved to ERC 721, and then I have researched that we can also build a standard by ourselves. That was the early stages of time. So I built multiple things there, and after that I just joined another firm where I just create. I have just integrated Oracle of channeling for the interoperability and multiple things like that. So we can just create or connect the blockchain with real world things. So my friend was also building a project which was a solidblocks.co. So it's a real estate project. You can search. It's Israeli based company. So that guy was working there. So he just took help from me. So I just helped him as a friend. So it was a purely real estate project where anybody can just buy chunks of real estate projects, any kind of property. So you can buy any part of chunks of, for example, you are buying a just apartment, you are paying for just a room. So it will just increase, it will just add up in your wallet. So these things are just done by me in my past. Recently uh, I was in Dubai last year. So I worked there as a senior blockchain developer and a technical project manager. Right now I'm working as a technical project manager and a superintendent business analyst. But as far as that's not my actual jobs So these are my friends, so I'm helping them in their projects. There are multiple projects like in Flutter development, AI projects. So I'm handling them because I'm a technical guy, so I can handle anything. So but apart from that, I have purely expertise in blockchain side, crypto side, and I'm in this space from 2019.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. And then, what was your most recent project? And then, what were the main technologies used?
Yeah, for the recent project, it was Mints Club. It was a the recent project are multiple, but I can just share some of them, which can adds value in right here. Uh, One is the I have just built a complete MetaVox ecosystem there for a Vox IT. There I was working, so they just wanted to build a complete ecosystem where they can just build their uh, Vox Pay to for the payment integration. Anybody can just pay with their fiat currency, and on the backend side it will be converted with the Vox token, so it will enhance the usability of the Vox Vox token. The other thing was that Vox Gaming. So Vox Gaming was that one of the guy was I guess the three guys. So one was on site and two was the remotely. So they was just building the games on Unity, and the other one was building a completely separate game on Unreal Engine. So they just built their games. So I have just integrated the blockchain side, the smart contract side, or there just to make sure that if anybody plays, if either they win, either they lose, or they lose, though they can their rewards, their track records will should be remain on the blockchain, either if it's on-side on-chain ramps, either it's off-chain ramps, so no matter these things happen. So I have integrated the wallets of MetaMask. Basically I've just integrated MetaMask there, and the Vox token is a main base token for the transactions, or the core of transactions. So I've just built these their gaming platform as well. Another thing was that they have Vox token there. So I've built their Vox token, and there are other projects also there. But I have in my previous company, which was apart back from Vox. So there I just created a complete blockchain. So it was on Substrate and Rust. So it was not my expertise, but yeah, it was not just too complicated, because on Rust and Substrate it's very easy, and we can use the framework. With the help of Metaplex, we can just create the tokens. We can integrate multiple on-chain ramps, and we can just install our on. We can just we have to figure out the what are the main components we have to fit on our backend side to run a node which will validate all the transaction on our blockchain. So I have just built there a storage chain. You can search there on internet. So storage chain is a decentralized storage provider. Decentralized provider product. They are basically on Substrate and Rust framework. So Substrate framework on the Rust languages, Rust language. And also I have worked on multiple projects. There was multiple NFT market, Mints Club, Buzzer.io, and there was a gaming which was Chao Inu. So these are similar to meme tokens, and the integration of the meme tokens with the game side, the basic games. Like for example, right now we are just facing. Maybe you are also seeing on the you might have seen this on Telegram that combat games are these types of game. So I have worked on these types of games as well. Just to games are developed by any other guys, but I just integrate the blockchain side. So with the all experience that I can work on any kind of blockchain project.
Excellent. And then, how do you typically collaborate with other team members and departments?
Yeah, basically the thing is that I have worked as a technical project management manager, as a product management manager, and also I have worked as a team lead when I was working as a developer. So at that time in Dubai, so these guys were Indian guys. So those guys don't have any expertise in on blockchain. They were also hiring some European guys and some of the guys from Dubai, native Arabic guys. So they don't have they didn't have any expertise to lead the project, how they can communicate their things. They didn't have any kind of tools for project management. So they just I just sent my CV, and one of the guy was a technical. They just hired to just hire me. So the thing is that they choose because they don't have any kind of particular people, recruiters, technical recruiters who can just hire people. So I was among 120 guys who was just hired as a senior blockchain developer. So whenever I just went there, so I just thought that there is a no any product management or project management tools and how to collaborate with them. So I just installed the things. I have introduced multiple things to them, Trello, to move their cards, to track the records of anybody, because they have multiple teams. At that time there was 50 guys in Vox company on site, but they have another company in India which was Future Space, and there was basically they have multiple other products. So they have multiple resources there. So I was managing all of them. So with that expertise, with that particular part of my life, that I have learned how to communicate with the game developer guy, how to communicate with the marketing guy, how to communicate, and how to uh, teach them what to do, because they have hired some web3 guys on in the web3 project. So that they don't have any expertise in web3 marketing, telegram usage, because I have experience as a community strategist as well. I have been working, I am a channeling advocate as well. So I have been working in multiple communities to engage them, to introduce, to produce awareness of any web3 products and with crypto products. So with that experience, I have just gained the knowledge how to interact with them, how to just communicate with them, how a simple task can be delivered with them. As I was a business analyst, and still I have a position as technical project manager and a superintendent business analyst. So I have a expertise to deal with the client, and the requirement of the client, to convey the requirement to the developers, either they are web developer, either they are front end or back end developer, either they are game developers, uh, just to produce more productivity. I just gathered all the things. Right now I am managing a team of 50 people in the company that I am working right now. So I have expertise, I have knowledge. Let me just cut a call. One guy is calling me.
You're okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, so I have experience of dealing with people, and to communicate things, that uh, how we can achieve anything in a short timeline, or how to motivate them to deliver something that they are unaware of them. Because if someone is a developer, then he is a developer, he can do that, but we have just provide a particular guidance to them. As a solution architect, we have just to provide a solution which is the best way how they can do it, and how we can collaborate with them, either if they are non-tech in our crypto side and our blockchain side. We can just communicate with them, and we can just provide with them proper documentation, proper guidance, and we can just integrate all of the procedure with them. And we can just not just give me the game, I can just do this. No, I will just sit with them, either it's a on-site, either it's a offline, either it's a online, remotely. So we just can do a Google Meet and just gather. Then I will just that this is the game, we are going to integrate this player with this avatars, and how we can just create these avatars on based on these records on blockchain, and how we can track them. So with this, he will also learn, and I will also it will also increase my experience, my knowledge in terms of their gaming side. So with that particular part, that I have performed multiple organizations and multiple time. So I am capable or able to do the task, like to collaborate with any kind of people, any kind of team, either they are working on web 2 side, web 3 side, gaming side, marketing side, or any type of work they are doing.
Awesome. And then that's wonderful. And can you describe the process you follow up to develop a secure smart contract? And like, what security considerations do you keep in mind?
First thing is that there are multiple attacks right now in our crypto. Sorry, sorry. The
You're
first thing,
okay.
yeah. The thing is that there are multiple types of attacks right now in crypto market, and the blockchain side is a phishing attacks, dust attacks. So there are multiple things we can just prevent them by just doing some simple precautions that don't click on any links like that. But creating a robust architecture for just building any application, building any token, any kind of smart contract, we have just to do simple R&D. That how our product is different from other products, and if there is a similar kind of product, basically there are multiple thousand. If you think that your idea is unique, then obviously you are wrong, because there are thousands of products there but you are unaware of them. So you have to do completely detailed and competitive analysis of them, there how they are carrying their products, and either if they have faced any kind of attacks. For example, if you are building a bridge, so there are two types of bridges. One is centralized bridges and the other one is the decentralized bridges. So I worked on both of them. So
Awesome.
if you are building if you are building a bridge for decentralized, or even you are integrating multiple third party services like Oracle or VRF from Chainlink, or any kind of services from Parity, which is Polkadot. So you are just using their services. Then you have to just do the research that which products are right now in the market, and use that particular third party services that I am using right now. And either they face any kind of issue in terms of security losses, bridges attacks, or anything like that, then we just have to ensure the security by just preventing those any affected third party services. We have to choose the secure most trusted things, and we can just also go for the audits as well. There are multiple auditors in the market, but in my back in just back in just 2K23, so I have just started a course for my team, because I was just training my team as well for blockchain development, and the real blockchain market in the world, because developers were just doing the development, and they were not aware of any kind of real world, that how these things are happening. We are just building a smart contract, and we are hand overing to Samad, and Samad is just handing it over to the clients, and they are just the product is live and working. So they were not aware that how to do marketing, how to understand what we are actually building, and how it's actually impacting in the society. So I was just teaching them. So I just created a course for them for crypto and blockchain. But apart from that, I have just initiated a program where I just created a complete course for auditing a smart contract. So it was not too much extraordinary, because I am not a particular guy to audit a smart contract. But yeah, but I did just the research for how to do audits, how to prevent the vulnerabilities, how to find them, and how to assure that our smart contract is more secure than other one. Because as the blockchain is secure, anybody can just deploy their token and deploy their smart contracts, though it could be distributed to among all the ledgers. So every ledgers can validate on each second, each transaction, so it's secure. But to find the things that we have to figure it out in our smart contract, how to find the vulnerabilities. So I have designed a course for them. It's still in my laptop, and I can just utilize them. So with a little bit of R&D, so we can just prevent any kind of vulnerability issues in our production. So even with the help of these things, we can save our cost for the auditing from multiple more expensive to auditors like Certic, or called they are just charging 3 lakhs, 3,000, 300,000, 400,000 for a simple smart contract, because they are in hype. They are most hype, because at the start of my career there was only 400 or 600 token registered on coin market cap. But now we can see there are 2 million plus tokens in the market. So the things are just changing right now. There are multiple auditing firms who can just charge 300 $400 as well. But the mindset of people, the status quo, the people, they just think that we will just go for the certic. We will just accept the certic auditing. So that's not a thing that we can just implement. terms and tactics they are using for their implementations of any smart contracts, because I have connections with multiple tokens like StackOS, Skynet, Chainlink, Polygon. So I work with them as an advocate, as an ambassador, and I have helped them technically in multiple products. Basically, I have helped Stackers for their nodes architecture, which are the NFTs, where anybody can just subscribe their nodes and they can provide compute resources to the all of the users. Then anybody can just deploy their application on the decentralized cloud providers. So I have worked on any these types of things. So with the each of them have used multiple auditing firms, so they have the proper documentations, they how they have a good experience or the bad experience with any kind of firm, and what was their team just requiring from them, what did they provided them. So I have all of the things and we can just access them and we can just implement it for our better approach for better productivity, better smart contract development, better production side. So we will not face any kind of issue which can lie us to a failure. So with this thing we can just prevent any kind of security issues.
Awesome. And then, which blockchain platforms have you developed on? And can you explain the differences in working with platforms like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain,
Yeah.
Solana, or anything like that?
Water. 1 minute. Basically I speak a lot. So basically there are multiple products, the chains I have worked on. So I have worked on multi chains as well. So the first is any developer who can just start their career, they just go with Ethereum. So it's a simple thing that anybody can do this. So Ethereum was the basic thing to just creating their own our own smart contracts and deploying on our applications on the Ethereum. But I have developed multiple things on Solana as well, on Rust platform for the language. There was a token, there was a platform that my senior at that time was working on a Golang language, Golang, and he was building on Cardano. There was a game on Cardano, so I was working with them. So I have also a proper knowledge of them how he just built or integrated that Cardano thing in that. But I have not particularly pure expertise in Cardano side, because it's a completely separate language and a pure different architecture, and nobody cares about anything that we are not expert. So the thing is that I have expertise in Ethereum side, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Arbitrum, and any kind of layer 2 chains. So these are the chains which are on the Ethereum blockchain. They are similar to Ethereum. They have created just a simple layer 2, which is just creating a cost effectiveness and the timeliness. So by we can just reduce the cost by creating external layer on a blockchain, and we can just reduce the time of any transaction. We can just integrate sharding. Basically we can just divide our separate our blockchain data in a chunks of shards means chunks. So it will just the multiple chunks can travel very fast way in a fast manner, as compared to complete data of a transaction, complete hashes, and the Merkle tree where we can just distribute the cryptography and just fetch the data and throw it to other validators. So by this way, these layer 2 chains were introduced just to create the cost effectiveness, fast chains, and reliable for the anybody can just there's a concept of zero gas fee. Basically there's nothing like the zero gas fees. We have to pay pay for it, apart from anything that we have to pay either in crypto, either in data, anything we are just providing them. So we are just paying for them. But these are the Ethereum side chain. These are the standard from the ERC standard. But in Tron side, Tron is also a TRC 20 standard, but it's similar to the Ethereum side. But there is simple difference in the hashes, where we use hex hexadecimal features in the smart contracts which are in the Ethereum side, Polygon, Arbitrum, Avalanche has two chains. One is from our Ethereum side, ERC20, and other is C chain. So I have also worked on, I have expertise and the certificates from the Avalanche, the chief architect or anything like that. So I have attended multiple events there, and I have earned multiple certifications as an architect, and core fundamentals of the Avalanche, how to build an application on Avalanche as well, on C chains and the ERC20. So the Tron side, Tron is a bit different, a little bit different, just in a smart contract side where we use hexadecimals in the Ethereum side, but in Tron side, the smart solidity languages will be same, the contract side will be same, everything, the format and the written of the contract format will be same. But just we have to take care of the apart from where we use hexadecimal, we have to shout out 256. So with the help of shaft 256, the initial address of the Tron side will be generated with the TX or anything like initiated with the T word, and where we just deploy on the Ethereum side anything, so the address will be started with the 0x. So the 0x is the basic protocol of the hexadecimal. We can just get on Ethereum side chains, but whenever we deploy on the same contract on the Tron side, Tron chain, so there we just have to change the SHA to 256 from the hexadecimals, and this demand contract will be the same. We can just deploy it with the any kind of wallet, Tron link or any wallet which supports the Tron TRC20. We can just deploy it, and we can just get the result. And I have deployed I worked on Solana side as well. Basically, Solana is a very easy project, very easy tool to use or utilize to enhance your skills in blockchain development. Anybody who can just start his career in Rust and Solana, he can just boost his career without any efforts, extra effort. Obviously, they have to do some efforts, but not to extra no efforts, because creating a token on Ethereum side or any ERC token, ERC chains or EVM chain. Sorry, the proper word would be EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine Compatible. Ethereum, so this will be the EVM. I was just doing a flow, so it will be EVM. Okay, so non EVM would be Solana. There are multiple right now. There is this Sui is also on Rust language, but it's similar to Solana, but it's a different language. It's a different project. So Solana side, we can just use Metaplex. There are multiple built-in APIs, built-in proper functions we can use to build any kind of marketplace, any kind of NFTs, any kind of tokens. It will looks like that you are doing integrating, you are using a command line, you are just setting a name of token, a decimal of token, and you have just to set the supply of the token, and you will just click on it deploy. With the help of Metaplex, we will just connect our wallet, which can be any kind of non EVM wallets we can use use there, Radium or anything like that. We can just integrate it, we can just deploy our contract. So we can deploy our contract or even build our contract in a seconds or minutes. Unlikely the EVM side, we have to create a complete contract for that, and then set all everything and then just deploy it on there. So this is a basic difference from EVM side and non EVM side. I have worked on both, either of these EVM side and non EVM side. I have expertise in Avalanche side as well, and as well at Tron side. Tron is also EVM, but a little bit different of the SHA-256 and hexadecimals.
Excellent. Awesome. Thank you. And then I have two questions left.
Okay,
I am running short on a little bit of time, but that's okay.
okay.
The last two questions. The first one is, how do you optimize gas costs when writing smart contracts?
How do I optimize?
Yeah, how do you optimize gas fees?
Okay, gas fees. Yeah,
Yeah.
there are multiple things. We This thing I just learned, I think 3 or 4 years ago, where I was working in a firm. That guy asked me how to optimize a gas feed, and I just provided a lame answer to him. He was very offended to me, and he just shared that. Uh, by optimizing, that means that we are not optimizing just from moving to another chain. it's a obviously it's a thing that we can just move to any cheaper chain or layer 2 or any zk avm chains which are the zero knowledge proof and faster chains with these very neglectable features like arbitrum and another was the I guess zk sync, sorry, zk sync, so we can use them. So it's also an approach to just go with the optimize the gas fees. But the other thing is that where we are just using the data structure in our contract, so we have to think either this particular, for example, we are using mapping and we are using SHA-256, SHA-64. So these are the data to carry the bytes and the bits of our data, which are we just throwing or circulating on the blockchain. So if there is a requirement that your contract would be any kind of robust and it can carry multiple thousands of data which can consume that 256 bits of the data, bytes of the data. If it's if it is using that, then use it. Otherwise, you have to create a proper architecture that we I have to use 64 bits for because my contract at this message will not exceed that limit. So we have to take care of these things. If we can just minimize these bits in our each kind of smart contracts, that or we can just classify the data, which data are going to in this how cryptography and these things will work in here there. So we can just reduce the numbers there and we can just optimize our gas fees there, because whenever we are consuming multiple bits or bytes and we are sending a very minimal data, so the gas fees will affected from those bytes we just decided 256, not that you are using just 32 bits. So it's the basic architecture that he just told me. He was the CTO at that time and they were running a blockchain there. So it was just a long time ago, so I just remember that thing.
Nice, nice. And then the final question that I have is, how would you design a smart contract for an in-game asset marketplace?
Okay. So basically there are multiple things. For example, we can create smart contract based. First thing is that we can just create a smart contract, basically just a token, and we can just create a simple token for that, and we can integrate with basic integrations like that, and your simple game like flip coin or anything like that, which don't have any proper architecture. So we don't need any architecture or long smart contract. We just create a simple token and integrate with the usability of we can just use Web3.js for our MetaMask connectivity, and we just do our part, and just whenever anybody is play that game, and they will just integrate it with their wallet will be injected with their platform, and they have to use optimize, utilize the tokens we have just initiated in our smart contracts. So it's a basic thing. But when we are building a proper game studio things like that on Unreal side or on Unity side, a proper proper games where we can it could be video game, it could be any kind of play to earn game. So we can just create a PUBG like games or Call of Duty, so these types of games. So we have to create proper architecture where we can just store the avatars of each player, when we will make our smart contracts a much more adaptable in terms of any kind of user. There, whenever a user increase, then they connect their wallet, there will be a separate id, unique identity will be provided to that user, and it will be the for them lifetime for until they use their platform. So whenever they connect with the application, so their wallet address will be their unique identity, and we will just provide them an avatar, and we like similarly nfts, we can just give them identities, and we can use their identities, and we can store it on third party services which are providing storage tools, which could be used in off-chain data ramps, for example ipfs, pinata, infura, moralis. So we can use them and we can store their identity there with their avatar or unique asset that they have a proper asset, their gaming tools, their clothes, they you purchasing from platform either with the tokens or anything like if they are paying with the fiat currency, and the back on the backend side we can just integrate MoonPay or any kind of third party services for buying a token. So we can integrate multiple things of that. So we can store it on our third party services with the unique unique ID, and with the metadata. So each time they play, they earn, they learn, they won, they win, they lose, and how many games they are playing. So each data will be stored on that third party storage services, and that third party services will be just a UID which will be connected with the blockchain and the smart contract. So the integration of blockchain will be with the UID, and the UID will have the all the metadata which can be replaced, which can be rewrite on multiple times. The user can just sell their costumes, buy their multiple tools for swords or any kinds of ammunities. So in the games, and they can win. So their rewards will be just distributed. The reward track will be record on the that third party services, but it will be distributed directly in their user panel or player panels, which we can just provide them. So either it will direct distributed in their wallets, or it will be there in dashboard, so they can just withdraw them directly, or they can reuse for any kind of purchasing any asset, or the models of or the levels of the games. They can just move it on another level by just paying particular tokens. So with these things we have to create a proper architecture, and a proper understanding with the backend team. By this way we can just do this thing, because the platform will be handled by the backend team, not by the blockchain developer, but the architecture which run that thing would purely based on the blockchain. So that's why we have to create similarly very seamlessly thing that we have just design. The main thing is design and architecture. If we design properly, then we can just integrate it, and we can use the gaming side. And there is no any external time we require for gaming integration, so it will not take too much time. But yeah, there is time required for them to understand the each aspect of the game, that how a user, because we will need a user stories of our game, that a player is coming, and then they will just, when it will just push his hand, then what will be the action performed, how these things will work, and how it will impact the blockchain side, how it will impact the smart contract, how if there is an impact of moving a sword on blockchain, then what will be the action in return of that impact. So we have to properly understand that, and then after that we will just create these smart contracts.
Awesome. That was a great answers. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So, yeah, with that, I really appreciate your time. You're an amazing candidate. I really enjoy talking to you.
Thank you.
So, with this, I have another meeting that I have to run to,
Okay.
but you should be hearing from us shortly. So,
Sure. Okay.
thank you. I really appreciate your
Thank you so
time.
much. I hope I will achieve this position.
Yeah, you did pretty good. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.